Welcome to part 2. His family thought that another reason he might have gone to London was to attend music concerts that he may have been interested in. On the night of his disappearance, 30 Seconds to Mars played at the Brixton Academy. The venue is within walking distance from King's Cross. The family appealed for anyone with photos or videos taken at gigs to come forward. Although Andrew was a fan of metal bands, there is no evidence that he attended any of these gigs. Andrew Gosden's family were critical of the police's decision to concentrate on investigating the family rather than investigating CCTV footage in the initial stages of the investigation, and Kevin, Andrew's father, claimed that the police viewed him as a suspect. However, Kevin and the wider family were cleared of any involvement. Kevin also claimed that CCTV footage from buses and the tube station was not even requested by authorities, and that a reported sighting of Andrew at a Pizza Hut and at Covent Garden were not followed up. Does it mean that when the authorities were looking at the family as a suspect, they were not looking fully at CCTV images as they should have been? So what do we know about the station where Andrew headed to? Well, King's Cross Station is in the London Borough of Camden, which is in central London. The London Borough of Camden includes well-known attractions such as the British Museum, the British Library, and the famous views from Parliament Hill. Andrew might have gone to London to meet someone who he had met over the internet. However, there was no evidence for this. He did not use a computer at home, and his father stated that he didn't even have an email address and hadn't set up an online account on either his Xbox or his PlayStation. Even so, the police took the computers from his school and from Doncaster Library. Digital forensic investigators found no trace of any activity by him, had stated that he didn't seem interested in social media. On the first anniversary of Andrew's disappearance, 122 possible sightings had been reported from all over Britain. Andrew's father said there were 2 or 3 sightings within that first week, and they seemed credible because of the way the witnesses claimed that Andrew had spoken to them. Andrew's family believe the most plausible sighting is one which placed him at Pizza Hut on Oxford Street on the day he went missing. It is concerning to hear a witness was said to have seen him sleeping in a park. He was also reportedly seen getting off a train from Waterloo 5 days after he disappeared. It was reported that he appeared to have bought warmer clothes. There were many unconfirmed sightings of Andrew over the years following his disappearance. One was in South Wales, another in Plymouth, but Andrew's father states that none of the sightings were followed up by police. He states, I quote, "It might sound ridiculous, but Andrew, being stupidly intelligent, the only thing he actually even referred to about London before he went missing was the fact that they were having a Tutankhamun exhibition at the British Museum." Interestingly, looking at the technology of that time, a joint report by the Home Office and police found that more than 80% of CCTV pictures were of such poor quality that they were no good for police purposes, and most cameras were facing in the wrong direction. So, what do you think happened to Andrew that day? Could he have been kidnapped? Did he suffer a psychotic episode? Did he become lost in the hustle and bustle of London and was unable to phone home? The challenges faced by investigators were that London is such a big city, he could have travelled anywhere, either by foot, by train, or by bus. Worryingly, 14 years after his vanishing, two men were arrested by officers investigating his disappearance. Chief Inspector Andy Knowles said he was confident that the two men played no part in Andrew's disappearance. The investigation remains open and active, and police urge anyone with information to come forward. If you have information pertaining to Andrew's whereabouts, or if you are Andrew, please call the non-emergency police number on 101. He may have become lost in the hustle and bustle of the many streets of London, but what happened from there is a mystery. What do you think happened to Andrew? Be sure to leave your comments below. May we never forget the strange and mysterious disappearance of Andrew Gosden.